What's going on here? Okay, let me figure this out. Boom, boom, let me mix. Why? What the hell? What the hell is this? What the hell? Okay, it's working on Soy Wakando. Oh, there it is. Alright. Did they change mixer again? I can't even see anything. What's going on here? Hello. I can't hear it either. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if it's doing stuff. I can't. Okay, this is not right. Let me close that. And let me open that. And let me bring that down here. Okay. Okay. And let me do this. Okay. 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 This is the pre-show. Oh, mobile. That's why. I don't want the mobile version. What are you, crazy? Why? I could check Twitch. Mobile. That's why. I don't want. See that? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, let me do this. Backspace. Bam. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There we go, baby. There we go, baby. Dandy don't dandy. Do this. I can hear myself. I can hear myself. I don't. All right, let's try this. Bleep. I spelled bleep wrong. That's how you know I spelled bloop wrong too. That's how you know. Yes, I'm in there like swimwear, with ginger. Ginger. Ah, you ever get an itch and then you scratch and you're like, oh boy. You're like, oh, that was so good, baby. It's like that. That's what it is. That's what it is right now. Okay. I gotta get all my windows in a row here. I need a bigger. What do I need? I think I need a how do you say, a 4K TV. I'll just get the cheapest 4K TV. Actually, you know what I'll do? Pre-show. I will get a really good 4K TV, slap that in the living room, and take that 4K TV, which is not HDR, and adopted. I'll be like, stoop. Thank you, baby. And in this TV, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, because it's dumb. This is bad for my eyes, TV. But hey, I got the 40 and I got two 24s, portrait wide. So that's my setup right, and the 2 on the bottom. That's my setup. I got 5 monitors, yo, on 2 computers, 3 computers. So it's not a big deal. 2 on one, 2 on another, 1 on one other. I need to reconfigure, but anyway, okay. Oh, I gotta get my button order. Doo. Wow, today was a long day, but I guess I'll talk about it when How about that? I'll talk about it when blah 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 blah. R9 cast live. In yo face, suckers. There you go. Alright, guys, in your face, suckers. That's how we do it today. Is in your face, suckers. Can y'all hear that? Let me turn this down. Had to get it frigid up in her. Problem with this space is that gets hot. It's well insulated, but you know, I have the doors just, it's metal and glass, and so it's like, hey, let's magnify it. That's what it sounds like. It's like beating. It's beating me with its heating me. It's beating me with its heating me when I'm Jabadokana me. Samano Timalahimini. Him and Samana BBB. BBB. What's BBB? I guess I could draw some more today. I guess I'm feeling creative today, so let's start the butt. Let's see what's the deal with the butt. Is the butt? Is the butt? Is the butt working? Is the butt? I gotta wait like 30 seconds. Is the butt? Is the butt working? Is the butt? Is the butt? Let me refresh it too. Is the butt? Oh, here we go. Is the butt? Is the butt? Is the butt? There it is. The butt. There it is. There it is. It is. Butt. I gotta wait. There it is. 30 seconds. Is the butt? There it is. There it is. It's buffering. Now I have. Wait. It didn't put my title in it though. Is the butt? There it is. Yeah, yeah. Is the butt? Butt? Let me refresh it too. Is the butt? That was pretty dope. Let's see how it's gonna. It's gonna like. There it is. There it is. There it is. Yo. It is. There it is. Yeah. There it is. There it is. It's buffering. Sorry, I was trying to do I can actually do that. I can make a song live by doing a loop. Anyway, it doesn't. 1 minute. 1 minute. Tiger Claw, are you ready there with my emails?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm ready. I like the comic book movies.
Alright, Tiger Claw, you can stop all that. Just relax with that. Alright. Just when I say to play the emails, then you play the email.
Okay.
Alright. That's how Tiger Claw sound. He doesn't sound like that. Doesn't sound even close to remotely anything like that. That's just me being stupid. Which I do. Stupid is as stupid does. That my mama used to say. Oh, Forrest. Who would name their baby Forrest? Forrest Whitaker's mama. That's who. Why wasn't Forrest Whitaker in Forrest Gump instead of the other dude, right? Being his, that would be a better best friend, right? And his name is Forrest. He probably would have played that part a little better too. I think. And maybe his accent was too heavy. His New York accent is too. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn, son. I'm from Brooklyn. Jin Urso. I'm from Brooklyn. I don't know. See, actually, I don't know if he is from Brooklyn. He sounds like he is, though. So, okay, that's the first lady. That's ugly. Oh, that's horrible. It's not that bad, but it's really bad. I'm gonna open another one. That was one, right? No, that's a. That was the model that I think is way overexposed. I can't even see the white parts of her eyes. Where's the butt? Oh, it's 7 o'clock? Oh, it's 7:01. I'm like, dude, I'm way over our time limit. I'll start then. What up, y'all? It's RNI Cat, Z-Fish, Black Dish, Kong Crystal, Super Dope Show for S49.com, represent.com. Thank you, Tiger Claw. In Discord. I am Stephen D. Gibson, a.k.a. Esgee, a.k.a. Electron Bandit, a.k.a. I'm back in the mix making videos again. Not my videos. I was shooting Rocco's videos because he needed some videos. So I was like, yo, let's do 3 real quick. Bam, bam, bam. Blah, blah, blah. Like that. I went to it's a facility. I forgot what it's called. And I'll get the name. I'll tell you next week. And there's a super huge, very tall space in the back. I mean, I walked through this place. It's like, for the independent filmmaker, these guys don't deal with independence. These guys do TV shows that you see on TV, movies that you see in the movie. These guys, that's who that. Okay, so we go into the place in the back. It's like, it's like super huge. It's like, I don't know, 200 feet tall, super big, right? We got all the room we could do. And then we got to take the equipment back. And then we go to the warehouse where all the equipment, I was like, what? Oh, my gosh, this is crazy. So much equipment. Bagajillions of dollars of equipment. It's so much. So much. I would say just in cables, they could probably buy my house. so much, you know. So it's cool, but I'm like, I like it. I enjoy it, but I'm like, that's a lot of work. And they got that place freaking spick and span, so super organized. I'm like, dang, I think I need to clean up my little desk area. It's like, sure, my desk area is like kind of raggedy compared to this place. This place is like burly. But whatever. So no, I didn't see the Meg. Says I mean, Tech Class. If I saw the Meg this weekend, I still haven't seen Mission Impossible. I haven't seen that yet. Billy OK says Xbox One is the truth, and the truth hurts. It hurts because the graphics are so good. It hurts because you're used to the wag-ass graphics on PS4 Pro, and you're like, "Oh man, look how good that 4K." Okay, I got a problem. Let's start off with Sony bashing real quick. First things first, we must bash Sony. Not so much Sony, it's the media, the fake news media. So what I keep seeing is Spider-Man in 4K, blah blah blah, in 4K on a PS4 Pro, and I'm like, excuse me. No, it's not. Anybody who says that Spider-Man or any other game besides, what was that game? Phantom Dust Racing, whatever it's called. Not Phantom Dust Racing, but it was the stupid game with the racing game, top-down racing game. That was in 4K. But any other game in 4K, if you can, Nate, give me a list, somebody. It's a fun movie. Also, I wanted to box it because nothing else came out. That's why. Give me a list of all the actual native 4K. Checkerboard rendering is not native 4K. It's just another word of saying upscaling. That's what that word. That's what checkerboard rendering is. Okay. So I know Fred Rojas. Fred Rojas back in the day said it's kind of 4K. It's kind of not. No, it's not. It's not 4K. All right. All they do is they take one pixel and then they take the information from the old frame and then they interpolate it into the other 3 pixels. So, or I think it's just like 1 out of 4 pixels is not the actual pixel. It's and that's why you get the, and that's why it's fuzzy and soft, you know. So I'm tired of hearing the lies, and the problem is that Trump. I'm blaming this on Trump. Trump has conditioned the American public to accept untruths, to accept lies as everyday occurrence. I'm like, oh yeah, he's lying. Yeah, he does that all the time. Yeah. Oh yes, yeah, that's 4K, even though it's not. Oh yeah, sure, it's 4K. It's not. It's not. And the fact that it's not, and it's not a big deal, is a problem because when it wasn't 1080p back before Trump, it was it's not 1080p, it's only 900p. Oh, but no. I'm like, what? So the truth, it hurts. It hurts when you're like, oh wow, they say Spider-Man's 4K, and then you look at it, it's like, nah, that's not 4K. I will say that what they're doing, the fake 4K that they're doing versus 4K, there's a difference, but to the idiot consumer who doesn't care for the non-video file, it doesn't matter. I mean, they'd be happy to play this game in 480p. Honestly, I'm be truthful. Somebody take the videos of Spider-Man. I might do it later. Take the videos of Spider-Man that they showed, the gameplay video, that like whatever 45 minutes, 50 minutes. Take that, shrink it down to 480p, and then show it and be like, oh, look at those graphics, so beautiful. See what I'm saying? Billy OK says, I remember Esgee before Trump was like, resolution doesn't matter, guys. Yes, it didn't matter. But now it does. Why? Because 4K is 4 times 1080p. 1080p is not 4 times 900p. That's the difference. It's the hypocrisy of the argument. It's not so much the argument. It's the hypocrisy of the argument. And actually, the truth still remains, resolution doesn't matter. But if the truth would come, if they would just say, oh, it's not 4K, it's 1440p, upscaled, I would be totally fine. I'd be like, all right, cool. It looks pretty good for 1440p. It's pretty good for 1080p upscaled. But they're not doing that. They're pushing it as 4K. And people are like, oh, the PS4 Pro is 4K. Let me go buy that and buy some 4K Blu-rays. And then, oops, I can't play these. They're incompatible. You know? The Meg made 44.5 million. Mission Impossible made 20. Disney, Christopher Robin. Slender Man. I saw one commercial. I was like, that's really a movie? Okay. Black Black Klansman. That's how you spell Black Klansman? Okay. 10 million. That's all right for Black Klansman. I'm sure it didn't cost that much for that movie. Actually, I don't know if Spike Lee is very efficient or frugal or whatever filmmaker. Like Ron Howard's like super like, yo, we're not doing this. We like, you know, let's reuse that again. We change it in post or something. I don't know. But yeah. That's my one gripe. That's my one. I hate when people do this. It's like you're telling me it's 4K, it's not 4K, and then they show the Red Dead video, right? And they say again 4K. I'm like, first of all, Red Dead Redemption is not 4K on the PS4 Pro. That was the footage they showed. I was like, okay, that's the deal, whatever. But that's not 4K. It looked good, but I know it's gonna look better on the X. And when you're passing it off for 4K when it's not 4K, you're just lying. It's just a straight up lie. And you could be like, oh, well, not really, because it is really 4K, because it's shut the hell up, okay? That's not native 4. You can say, oh, it's 4K, but you have to say native 4K if it's rendered checkerboard, then you could say 4K, but if it's not, then if it's actually native 4K, then you have to specify native versus non-native. I'm like, listen. If you say HD, what people gonna say? 720p. If you're gonna say true full HD, 1080p. See, that's the difference. So they should have. This is what Microsoft should have done. Not native 4K, not true 4K. Full 4K. Just like they did with 1080p. Remember, he said HD, right? They said HD. HD was 720p. People didn't realize that. And then they said full HD. You look at the full HD. Like, wait a second. I got HD here. Full. What's the difference? That was the difference. 720 versus 1080. Now, if you go 4K, Spider-Man's 4K. But guess what? It's not full 4K. That's what I'm saying. Native. Nobody care about native. Don't give me native. All right. No. Give me full 4K. That way, it feels more full. It feels like more like, oh, I got all the 4K. When you say native, it's like, huh? What's that mean? People don't like native. What's that mean? I don't care about native or non-native. Just give me all the Ks. So I think the language I don't know who came up with the languages. No, Spider-Man is not 4K. Spider-Man is, I believe, 1440p. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's 1440p if they're lucky. 1080p. If the worst comes to worst, it's 1080p. But I think it's 1440p. I think. I'm going to assume that it's 1440p. But if I'm wrong and it's not 1440p, it's going to be lower, then it's probably going to be 1080p. But it's probably, I don't know if they're doing resolution scaling on Spider-Man. So they should. I don't know if they did it on Sunset Overdrive. But I was reading a thing, 4000p, you wish. It's actually not. Actually 3840. Yeah. 38, not quite 4. But, you know, they round up. Just like how Sony rounds up on their resolution. Like, oh, yeah, it's 4K. 1440 rounds up to 1440 rounds up to 3840, right? Yeah. Just add 14. Yeah. I mean, that's not even actually true. That's just add 2400 Ps. There you go. That's 4K. It's just so close, isn't it? It's frustrating because I don't know why it's frustrating. It's not really frustrating. It's kind of frustrating because I'm like, well, why? I mean, I know why. Because they want to pretend like they're more than they actually are. The problem will be, and it will keep, it's kind of a problem that Sony has had forever. They tried in the past, and they can never get it right. Multiplayer games. They can't get it right. They can't get it. They can't get games as a service. They tried with Gran Turismo. They tried the games as a service with that. Fail. That game failed so hard. Gran Turismo is the number one, was the number one racing pedigree game. It was like, yo, oh my God, Gran Turismo looks so beautiful. The music got annoying though. That jazz, like ding 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 ding. I'm like, elevator music, really? I'm not excited to drive. But if it's like, if you're doing like a before the race and it's like that, and you're like, oh, okay, you're looking at the beautiful interior, like, I can smell the leather through the screen. That's fine. But now while I'm racing, I want some. Give me some drums and basses, you know? Give me some stuff. Give me some exciting music, not some elevator put me to sleep music, okay? But hey, guess what? Sony's a stubborn Japanese studio company with Polyphony Digital as a stubborn Japanese studio. And I believe that actually Polyphony Digital, they, with Gran Turismo Sport, remember they came out with DLC, microtransactions. And they added them when they wouldn't have. And anyway, they actually outsourced some model building for the cars. I'm like, wait. They've been making this game for how long? And they had to outsource models for the game. What is going on at Polyphony? Are they lit? Forza is running away with the racing game title. They left Polyphony Digital in the dust. They left Gran Turismo in the dust years ago. And I'm like, what? Are you serious? I mean, if Microsoft was smart and if Sony was smart, they would look at this as an example. They say, okay, Microsoft went and they built their racing game. They built Forza. They started off on the original Xbox with Forza 1, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I think I am mistaken. I think it was 360 all the way. I don't remember. I know Forza 2 was on the 360. Anyway, so they started. When they got the 3, I was like, all right, now it's kind of cool. I was like, oh, they did something. And I was like, they're serious now. And so from 3 on, and just the main motorsports was like kind of crazy, right? And then after 5, they came out with Horizon 1, I believe. And it's just like they've been killing it ever since. And so I'm like, if Sony's not careful, Microsoft's gonna pick off every one of their little things. Like, oh, okay, oh, you want third person action story? All right, let's beat you at that game right now. Here we go, boom, boom, boom. That's the only genre that Sony's winning in, because those are the only games they putting out besides baseball. Okay, that's okay. We'll just put that on the side real quick. All the other games that coming out, third person action adventure. Tell me another genre that Sony's putting out that's not hot garbage. Gran Turismo failed. Okay, they lost the title, so that don't count. Uncharted third person, God of War third person, Last of Us third person. What was that? Horizon Zero Dawn third person. That's open world. That's one difference. What else? I'm thinking Spider-Man third person. All third person action adventure games. That's all they got. They got nothing else. They lost the racing game, RPGs. They're not doing that. I don't think Microsoft's doing that either. But they can't. Okay, back to my original point. They can't do shooters for nothing. They can't do multiplayer focused shooters. Like you said, oh well, Uncharted had multiplayer. I'm like, Last of Us had no. When you say that, those multiplayer pieces were an afterthought. They're not the best part of that game. They're not equal to the narrative story part. And that's the problem. If they can make a multiplayer game that is equal to, better than, or equal to their narrative single-player, third-person game, then we start talking. They haven't been able to do it. They don't use dedicated servers. At least I don't think they use dedicated servers. They use peer-to-peer. That's why it sucks. That's why it's like, oh, well, I don't want to. If I host, I'll be playing because I will win because I have less latency. But that's old school. That's Xbox, that original Xbox technology right there. You know what I mean? And 360. But I'm just saying, it's like, look, we've moved on. Microsoft said, yo, check it. All first-party game, dedicated servers. You ain't had to worry about the host advantage and all that stuff. People don't realize when you're playing that stuff on the PS4 that it's peer-to-peer. You ain't got hosts unless it's a third-party game that has dedicated servers. But I don't know about that. I don't know about that right there. So, they don't tell you, right? So, but with Microsoft, with Halo, with Gears, that it's going to be dedicated servers. You're going to have a fair game. So, but like I said, they've been sucking at multiplayer focused games for a minute. Massive action game. Remember that? Hot garbage. So bad. Good idea. Maybe. I mean, it's like, oh, that sounds like a good idea. In practice, hell no. They messed it up. Bad. No. Closest thing is like the Battle Royale stuff now. They're not even doing... That's the thing I don't understand. It's like, okay, Sony wants to be part of all the trends, right? Oh, let's do this. They're messing up on Fortnite. Now, there's a story about Bethesda and their new Elder Scrolls game. Not 76. The other game. The card game. Oops. Let me find it. Come on. Stop playing. Let me see if it'll... Oh, I don't know if it even saved it. No, it didn't save it. Son of a bitch. All right, let's go here. It was, what's their, is it a Skyrim? I think it's a Skyrim, not Skyrim, but Oblivion card. It's in the Legends, Elder Scrolls Legends. I'll read it for you. Elder Scrolls Legends may skip PS4 due to cross-play ban. So here's the thing. Now, Bethesda has been pretty proactive about, they're kind of pro Microsoft. Let's not mince words or anything, but so this is from MSN. Look, okay, that's just the one I saw. Okay, so it says Sony's banned 4 PS4 titles. Said it wrong. It says Sony's ban on crossplay for PS4 titles may create more than just inconvenience for some gamers. Bethesda Senior Global Marketing VP Pete Hines told Game Informer in an interview that the console version of the Elder Scrolls Legends won't launch on any system that doesn't support crossplay. In other words, it would skip the PS4. There you go. And it says, it continues, the card battling title revolves around the experience you carry from device to device, Hines says, and it would be unacceptable to have one version walled off from everything else. The feature is essentially non-negotiable, the executive said. Boom! So, here's the thing. As more developers create games like this, like Fortnite, where you have you buy all the stuff, and you're like, oh, I want to play over here now. Oh, I want to play back here. You know? This is going to start happening. Now, it didn't happen with Fortnite because it was kind of like, it was a sneak attack. Sony did a sneak attack. Like, but if the Fortnite debacle didn't happen, Bethesda probably wouldn't know, and they would have made a PS4 version, and then they were like, oh, snap, this is kind of messed up. What's going on? You're not going to do for crossplay? And Sony's like, nope. And then they'd be like, I guess we'll release it because we made it already. We spent the money to develop it, but not never again. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to tell. If you spend the money to develop the game, I guess you should release it. And that's kind of the predicament that some of the developers were in. But and also, you know, PS4 is, you know, close to 80 million. And that's another lie I keep seeing. Oh, 82 million, so 80.2 mil, whatever it was. I'm like, that shipped. The first version of that story was this many consoles shipped. Now it's sold. This many consoles sold. I'm like, now, them saying this many consoles sold is not a lie, but it's misleading because it's sold to stores. It's not sold through. It's not sold to customers. You know, so you leave out a word. Oh, it's not the lie. It's just not the whole truth. Man, come on, son. See what I'm saying? It's there. If you look out for it, it's there. There. However, it's telling that the developer willing to forego sales on a strong selling console just to ensure that the game lives up to his vision. It's telling, yes. And that may be a concern both for Sony and gamers. It's one thing when PS4 owners have to play a game solely within their own ecosystem, but it's another when certain games aren't available at all on your platform of choice. While it's unlikely that you'll see a mass exodus from PS4, this suggests that other big studios might skip the system for other reasons that depend on crossplay to succeed. That's what I just said. In the light, Sony's talk of a possible solution for crossplay limitations can't come soon enough for gamers who want access to as many titles as possible. You see how they like add that little bit on the end, like, oh, there's a possibility. Shut the hell up. They ain't doing it. Man, people are so stupid. I was like, oh yeah, Sony said they might do it. Yeah, that means no. Okay, if they were gonna do it, they would be like, "Oh man, look at what we got now, crossplay," and everybody's like, "Yay, Sony's the best." That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna make a big event out of it. It's like, welcome to the party, slow ass poke. What else? Oh, I want to talk about this 500 million limited edition PS4 Pro. Another misleading type of thing. It's like 500. Like when people just read that, like, oh man, PS4 Pro sold 500 million. No, the PS4 family, the PlayStation PS family of consoles, the PlayStation family of consoles have sold 500 million combined from the PS1, the PS2, PS3, and PS4. It's 4 generations. One of the generations sold over 1.5 million. So you would assume that, yeah, I mean 150 million. So 150 million. PS1 sold. Actually, I'm not too sure how many PS1 sold. The PS3 sold 80, 90. So like the PS3 is about 100. The PS2 was 150, probably more. The PS1 just needed to be. Wait, we're at 150 plus 1 is 250. Plus, wait, I don't know which. I think the PS2 sold more than 150. It had to be, because if they had 500, and the PS4 is only at 80. I'll round up for the sake of simplicity. 80. So that means that the others have sold 420. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. I forgot the Vita. I forgot the PSP. The PSP Go. So those count too. I'm sure they count. It has to count. Let me see. Let me see if they're actually going to say if it counts. Does it count? I don't know. Does it count? I don't know. It's still ugly. I still don't like the Pro. I don't care what freaking case you put it on. I don't like the Pro. $499. They out their damn minds. They're out their damn minds. PS4 Pro for $4. They out their damn minds. I don't care if it's 2 terabytes equals $449 at the most. Come on, son. They out their damn minds. And you know people are gonna buy it because it's stupid. So dumb, man. People are gonna buy this dumbass. So yeah, how many? Let's see, I'll look at IGN, even though they're a bunch of heathens. I want to talk about the Nintendo Philip dude, because he is a piece of hot garbage for real. So only will be producing 50,000 units. Wait, just over 525.3 million PlayStation consoles sold worldwide. So break down the numbers, please. Come on, man. IGN sucks the biggest freaking penis because of these damn pop-ups. And they suck a big penis because they hire people who are unscrutables. That's not a word. So it might be a word. It's just not something that. There will be extra special units, including. I don't understand what that means. I don't care about DualShock. Gold wireless heads. Who cares? For $100, they're out their damn minds. I swear, they are literally trying to do anything in their power to make money right now. I hope nobody buys this piece of shit, because this is a hot piece of garbage. It's like, yeah, I already have a Pro. If you have a Pro, you should not be buying these. Nope. Dude. And that's like, is that the only way that they can sell consoles? Is like, oh, let's put a pretty paint job on it so somebody's going to buy a second and third Pro. Like, nah. I mean, some people will, but I think that's kind of a dying breed, because those are the collectors. There are some young collectors, but the millennials don't really, I don't think, for the most part, don't care too much about that stuff. If they have the money, sure, but if you have a PlayStation, it's like, yo, why would I buy another PlayStation? That's stupid. You know, millennials pride themselves on being more intelligent, I guess. Well, they think they're more intelligent, but then they tweet stuff, and it's like, oh boy, you are not smart. I mean, I know I'm not smart, but jeez, I'm not gonna be on Twitter be like, oh, do. I just do it on the podcast. Aha! All right, so why don't they break down the actual numbers? Can somebody break down the numbers, please? They're just copying and pasting the press release. That's what it is. I mean, all I see is the same information. All right, so let's look for it. Let's see. Oh, I'll do it on here. I'll do it on here. Let me close you. Oh, you're open. Get out of here, and you get out of here. Oops. All right, that's fine. You go down here. Yeah. Okay. How many PlayStation consoles have been sold? Break it down. Not PlayStation 4, you idiots. Man. Did I say PlayStation? No, I didn't say PlayStation 4. I said, I go to Wikipedia. Maybe they'll have the information. They don't even have PlayStation. Where's the first one? Where is it? Stupid. So stupid. Stupid. Wow. Okay. Stupid. PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2 is best-selling video game console of all time, selling over 155 million units. Okay, 155 million for PlayStation 2. I gotta tape it again. I don't want to tape it again. God dang it. Okay, so we've got 155. Let's do the calculator because I don't feel like remembering stuff. Although I should do it by my brain so that I can work it out. 155 plus. Let's see. PlayStation 3 has sold. Did I pass it? 80 million units shipped. 80 million. Is that it? I thought it was more than that. All right, 80 million. 80 plus PlayStation. All right. Sorry. Console original series video game. Ship 100 million units, 9 years, 6 months after its launch. Its successor. Oh, it said it right there. Oh my God, it's telling me all the numbers right here. PlayStation. PlayStation. All right, so the PlayStation sold 100 million units. The original console in the series was the first video game console to ship 100 million units. So 100 million. Okay, 100. Okay. So we got to go PlayStation Portable. PlayStation Portable. Playboy. Alright, let's see what the PlayStation Portable sold. We got, of course, it's, you know, Wikipedia, so. 82 million worldwide. 82. 82 plus. Okay. And now we got to go to PSP Go, right? PSP Go. No, I can't do it that way. Wait, how do you spell PlayStation? Oh, I think the PlayStation PSP Go goes into the PSP. Yeah. So the Vita's here. Vita has sold. I mean, it's still on the market technically. Excuse me. So, well, if they released another PS Vita that was like smaller with a bigger battery and with all the new technologies and stuff, man, it might be pretty dope. If they could do a portable PlayStation 4, 720p PlayStation 4 in a handheld, boy, that would just kill everything. It would kill it. All right. I don't see where the. Am I missing it? Am I just zooming too fast here? Backwards compatible website, dimensions, power, connectivity, removable storage, media rate, retail availability, release date. It doesn't say how many. All right, let's look. See, original. It doesn't say how many sold. Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Oops. I forgot to sign in. My bad. My bad. I forgot to sign in. My bad. My bad. My bad. I forgot to sign in. My bad. All right. I'm back. I'm bad and you black. What was that from? That was I don't remember. I was gonna say stir crazy, but that's right. Yeah. I'm bad. No, it's whatever. Doesn't matter. Launch in early years. Vita started off strong and greatly underperformed. The Vita had a strong launch, Japan selling over 300,000 units in the first week of availability. The figure shortly after shrunk down 78% to under 73,000 in the second week. Wow! Then settling into about 12,000 sold per week for the following weeks. All right, so here's the numbers. The United States debuted at 200,000 units, sold in the first month before slinking down to about 50,000 a month. 1.2 million were reported sold after it had launched in most regions. The system continued to get high-profile games. So 1.2 million? That can't be it. Oh, here it is. Still, the system underperformed while Sony projected selling 16 million units of combined Vita and PSP systems, down to 12, then 10 million. Wait, what? Hold up. That must be for just that year, right? So, can I get the total number of all the years, please? Why PS TV was the horrible PlayStation TV? That's the stupidest thing. Because it was dumb. Reception and sales. Okay, let's see if this tells us. Sony was able to reverse the trajectory of the system by changing focus, aiming to more niche product than a mass market appeal. So what did they say before? Just it fell short. 1.2 million. Only estimated to have reached 6 million by the end of 2013. Wait a second. 6 million. Okay, this launched in 2011, right? So the device sold 1.2 million units at the end of February 2012, 4 million by the end of 2012, and were only estimated by analysts to have reached 6 million by the end of 2013. Figures that have not been confirmed due to Sony ceased to release Vita sale figures after hitting the $4 million mark at the end of 2012. Doesn't that sound familiar? Sounds like Microsoft, right? Mm-hmm. Sony did it first. Sony did it first. Sony did it first. So 6 million. That's what I'm getting, right? 6. By the end of 2015, estimated the sales of Vita worldwide were around 10 million. Okay, so let's say 10 million. Okay, 10 million. 10 million. So I have 427 million, not including the PlayStation 4. So let's add the PlayStation 4's 80. And we're at 507. So where is this 525 million number coming from? I just add up all. Am I missing something? Are they including PS TVs? I don't think those sold. They didn't sell, did they? They sold like 2 of those, didn't they? They didn't sell any of those. That doesn't count. So that's it, right? 507. So why is everybody saying 525? Where does this 525 number coming from? See what I'm saying? Just tell me the truth. Spit the truth to the young black youth. That's all I'm saying. Stop lying. Anyway, off of Sony onto IGN. So I've been perusing the YouTube verse, and all I'm seeing is this dude, Philip, whatever his name is, the dude who bit off, who ripped off a review of Dead Cells from Boomstick Gaming, I think the channel's called. And I watched the comparison that the Boomstick Gaming dude did. And he's like, I think they ripped me off. And he's like, let's take a look. And he did a side-by-side comparison. And then at the beginning, I was like, nah, that's not. He just, no. And I was like, uh-oh, that's kind of. And then at the end, he just verbatim, word for word. I was like, oh, boy, he's in trouble. And then people in Discord chat was like, yeah, he's fired already. And Paige was like, didn't you read it? Esgee, can't you see? Aren't you blind? I'm like, shut the hell up. I didn't say that. But yeah, so Philip's a douche. And then he put out a video, a my side of the story video, and I'm like, I saw, what did I see? I saw somebody, I think it was Richard Review Tech USA, whatever it's called. I think it was him. I got a couple of minutes in, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I don't need to. Or was it no, it was Young Yeah. I like Young Yeah. He's cool. But the problem with Young Yeah, well, not the problem with Young Yeah, but he's been reporting a lot of negative news lately. Not because that's what he does. It's just because that's what's been in the news. So he did the lady that got fired, another guy. That one, he did that a couple times, and then he's doing this Philip dude who got fired. And I'm like, I mean, I just want the gist. I want the facts. I don't want. He's got long videos too, they're like 10 minutes. I'm like, I don't want to watch this whole thing. But or 15. They're pretty long sometimes. But he goes into detail. He gives you all the info and stuff. So I'm like, okay. But this dude tried to be like, let me tell you my side of the story. I take responsibility for blah 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 blah. And then he put it in a way that made it sound like he was the victim, kind of. And I was like, dude, just stop. And he's like, and he's acting all sad. I'm like, well, you did get fired, so I guess he might be really sad, truly really sad. But guess what? It was your fault, stupid. It's like, if I steal from my job, guess what? I'm finna get fired. You know? It's like, well, if I don't get caught, well, yeah, but that's not the point. The point is, assume if you do something wrong that you're going to face the consequences, basically. You know, you're going to get fired. You're going to put in jail or whatever. I just sound like my mom a second there because she doesn't. Even though she speaks English, she speaks broken English a lot of the time when she gets flustered. She's like, I'm like, slow your roll. Slow down. Slow down so you don't have to be so crazy. But, yeah. So, I don't have a lot to, I don't have any, I don't feel bad for this dude. I feel good for Boomstick because he got a whole bunch of followers because of it. I think IGN might be shooting him a little couple of bucks. I think they should actually pay him for the review that they paid Philip the Stealer. Philip the Larcenist. I don't even know if that's the actual word. I know grand larceny is, but the larcenist? I don't know. Let's look it up. Larcenist.
Larcenist means noun form of larceny.
Oh, it actually is. Larcenist is a word. I didn't know that. Wow. So y'all learned something too. Cortana said it, and it must be true. Hey, Cortana. Hey, Cortana. Tell me a joke.
What do you get when you cross an elephant and a rhino? Elephino.
Cortana is my friend. Sorry. So yeah, that Philip dude is a hot bag of garbage. Peepees. I don't know. It's just sort of like why? It's like you have the opportunity. You work at IGN. You know how many people would kill to have that job? I'm sure Shadow Next Gen wouldn't mind having. I don't know. I can't speak for Shadow. I'm sure Pace wouldn't. I can't speak for Pace. I'm sure GZ can't speak. He'd work for Sony real quick, but I don't know about IGN. IGN feels like I sound like Philip now. IGN feels like a place that it's kind of like Disney World. It's like, oh man, I want to work there, and then you realize what working for Disney is like, and then you're like, oh, never mind, because it's like you're a slave. It's a draw, monkey. Look what I came up with. It's ours. Give me that. Yeah, you have no original ideas. You know, it sucks when you work for a giant corporation and you're creative and you create something that's awesome and cool and it's theirs now because you work for them. When you work for them, anything you create is their property. And that's a bad thing. What the hell? Oh, this motherfucker. I have a gecko, and he just pooped on my windowsill. I saw his tail up in the air. He said, plop. That's right there. It's wet, and I'm not gonna show you because that's disgusting, and I might get kicked off of Twitch for it, among other things. I might get kicked off of Twitch for showing you gecko poop. You cannot show defecations of any animal online. But how do you know? It's like a really burnt piece of rice that's wet because it just came out of the pot. Yeah, that's what it is. Not gecko poop. It's super. So he's the one who's been pooping in my studio. Cause I'm like, there's gecko poop everywhere. It's like, it's not a lot. It's a little bit. Doesn't smell either. So, which is lucky. Tackle says Disney's the happiest place on earth on the outside, but I bet it's anything but on the inside. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, when I was younger, I wanted to be an animator. I was like, I want to work at Disney, yeah. And I was like, hold up, that's how it is to work? You're gonna work 8 hours a day drawing frames of animation? And if you're, you start off as an in-betweener, so you have to draw the in-betweens of somebody's keyframes. So that's like, oh, that's the grunt work. That's like the doo-doo work. That's like spell check. That's like, I was going to say colorist, but colorist, kind of similar, I guess. Huh? But, yeah, that's like, nah, no thanks. I started doing music instead. Yup. Oh, I didn't tell you about the video shoot. been spacking for 45 minutes. See, I get on the Sony range, it distract me. So, I went down to Davie, Florida. And we shot 3 videos, basically. And it's for his, he wants to get gigs, so he needs some videos to show the people what his songs are like, basically. So that's what we did. That's why we did it. So yeah, we shot them all in an afternoon. It was just a couple of different. It was 3 different setups, and change the camera, this and that, do a couple of run-throughs, blah blah blah, get the audio, boom, done. So it's live performance videos. It's not like music videos. It's different. So it's like, you see the videos online where people just have their phone up and they're recording. It's not like it's that, but to the next level. So I got the tripod. I got the tripod dolly. I'm going back and forth, side to side, zoom. I got the GoPro on the guitar. He's like ding ding ding. It's like woo, I'm doing all that stuff. Do all the tricks to make it better than a cell phone video. So that's why. That's what we did. So I gotta dump all that stuff and edit it all, slap it all together. I gotta do 1 video this week, so I'll be doing that all week. I won't be streaming that though, because I need all my power to edit. They can't stream and edit at the same time. I don't have that. I don't have the power. What I'm going to do eventually, I need to get a streaming card or something for this computer that I'm not using, which was my old computer, and I'm gonna stream everything from there to there. I'm gonna stream everything. That's gonna be my streaming computer. So everything will stream out of there. So in this one, I'll just have all the full power. So I can play game. I can do whatever I need to do on there, and then have my other laptop over here for music, and then I'll do the same thing. I'll plug everything into there. Boom. goes out. So I have a plan. I just have to buy stuff. It always sucks. You got to buy stuff to get stuff done. Stuff. I had to finish my fence. I got to buy. Okay. Anyway, but Philip, yeah, he's a bad man. He should just stay on YouTube and Twitch and just stay there. Because, I mean, I heard that there was a rumor, or there was, I guess, I don't know, that he had actually done that before, plagiarized something else before. So I don't know. And he says, well, that's what all of us do. We look at the information that's out there, and then like, no, we do research. Like, no, that what you did was not research. What you did was just take his video and rewrite a couple of rewrite a couple of words. And yeah, that's messed up. That's so bad. But anyway, whatever. Who cares about that? What I care about is, let's see what else is going on. I had a few stories I wanted to spec on. I guess the Sony stuff was just what all I had to. Nintendo sells over 700 million units combined. See, now everybody's doing their combined units. Microsoft doesn't have that many. What do they have? Let's see. The original Xbox sold 24. That's just bad. And then the 360 sold 90, I think. So what's that? 114 plus 40. Well, they're probably more than 40, but I'll just say 40. 114 plus 40, so that's 154. Let's round it up to 155. That's what the Xbox has sold. Granted, they've only had 3 consoles. Sony's had 4 plus PSP and PS Vita. I think they're counting those 2 separate. So that's 7. Sony has had 7 versus Microsoft's 3. Not 4. What am I talking about? 3. Xbox 360, 3. 7 versus 3. 150 versus 500. Hold up. So let's divide that. 500 divided by 7 is what? 66 or something? Dude, I have to freaking. I'm so stupid. So what did I say? 525 divided by 7 equals 75. So if you divide them equally amongst all of them, even though that's not how it is, 75 million units rounded out for Sony per console. Nintendo is 700 million, right? 700 divided by NES, Super NES, N64, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, GameCube, Wii, Wii U, 3DS, DS and 3DS. That's like 11. Let's say 11. 11. Or it's 10 or 11. 63 million or 70 million. Let's just say 70 million. So Sony says 70 million. Sony has 75 million. Nintendo is 70 million. Now, Microsoft, I said 155, right? 155 divided by 3. 51 points. Okay, that's not good. Fine. They're not doing good right now. But they're only on the 3rd console. So, if you look at everyone's 3rd console, right? Nintendo's 3rd console. What was that? N64. That sold like hot garbage. Sold like hot garbage. Almost sold as little as the Wii U. I think it sold 20-something million. I'm not sure. PlayStation 3. Eventually, after 8-9 years, sold 80 million. But it took a long time. So, the 3rd console is kind of, I guess that's the curse, right? The junior curse? I don't know. So, I believe that Xbox next console will do better than the Xbox One, obviously. Because they already have a foundation that's like, boom. And here's the thing that I was thinking about. I don't think that Microsoft, the next Xbox will still be considered part of this generation, this console family. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. That's how I think they're going to get away with what they're going to get away with. Because Sony's going to reboot and say the PS5, right? And so that Boom, resets the numbers. That's different. But if Microsoft says Xbox, this is the new Xbox, period, and it's still part of the whole family, are they going to add the numbers together and just say, okay, boom, the Xbox family of consoles has sold this and this and that, this and many, you know what I'm saying? Is that what the metric is now? That they love numbers so much that they're gonna do from the history of the beginning of console sales? You know, if that's the case, Microsoft will never catch up because they have to freaking sell, 600 million consoles to catch Nintendo. But if you want to count PCs, you want to count PCs since Windows was first in there? Come on, son. Microsoft wins all the time. They win. They won the world on that part. So it's like trying to comparing the Android sales to the Sony phone sales or the Samsung, even though the Sony phones are Samsung, Android. Yeah, I think that's the one problem with I still have a Windows phone. It's 3 years old, still ticking, baby. I mean, the one problem with this phone, it's a good phone. It was way ahead of its time, but I'm not getting the updates that I need. I have a Snapdragon 800 in it, I think. So it's a 2 gigahertz, I think. It's not the fastest phone. 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of storage. And then you can put whatever, I think up to 128, I think, of gigs. Actually, it might be 256. I can't remember. But it's a good phone. It's like, wow, the camera's 4K. It's crazy. It's like this camera has the higher megapixel count than a lot of the $1,000 cameras that are coming out now. I'm like, wait, how's that even possible? It's crazy. So I mean, I give up. But yeah, we didn't see any movies. We've been running around trying to. I've been running around trying to get stuff done, getting music done for Rocco. We shooting this video, trying to plan this out all week. It worked out pretty good. I got back into shooting video game, I guess. I enjoy it because it's creative, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of hauling stuff around. That's the part I hate. It's just like packing up. Taking it out, packing up. I want to be more efficient in that. And I think that's the main thing about what I'm doing is because it's like I have a lot of older equipment. It's like I have a Steadicam, but it's an old Steadicam. It's not the new motorized one with the gimbal in it. So, I don't know if I want to spend, I think it's like $600 for the one. I'm like, that's too much. And I can't justify spending $600 on a gimbal. Or three. Is it three? I don't even remember how much that for a SLR. And that's the thing. I need 4K cameras. I don't have a 4K. The only 4K camera I have is my phone, so I can't shoot on that. So I'm shooting 1080p for this thing. But I mean that's another thing. If I want to continue doing video, I need to upgrade to 4K all around. So that's one problem. So I mean I can shoot quick dirty stuff, but I can't really go beyond that. Even though 1080p doesn't look super bad, blowed up, checkerboarded up to 4K. 4K is still way better, So that's what does this. But let me see. Let me see what the Xbox news is like right now. It won't do right now. Oh, they didn't put it. I gotta search it. Oh, love. Follow me. Microsoft is all ears for your ideas on Xbox Game Pass improvements. What could they do for game? What could they do with Game Pass to make it better? I know. Tell Sega, go contact Sega and say, put the Yu Suzuki collection on Game Pass. I will keep Game Pass forever if the Yu Suzuki collection is on there. I wouldn't. I would buy it straight up. I want the Yu Suzuki collection. Thank you. I want Power Drift. I want Afterburner. Afterburner 2. I want Outrun. I want Turbo Outrun. I'll take Outrunners too. That's a fine. Space Harrier, Planet Harriers. Even though that's not a super. That's not a super sampler. Not super sample. Sprite super scalar. Thunderblade. Super Thunderblade. Excuse me. I'm missing some. Said Outrun. Said Power Drift. Afterburner. Thunderblade. Galaxy Force 2. Excuse me. Was that 10 games? What else? Doomplague. Whoa. What Sega games would you like from Yu Suzuki? Put the Shenmue collection in there. Why not? Who cares? I'm just saying, every game that Yu Suzuki has ever made, put it on Game Pass. Boom. Know what Game Pass should have? Game Pass should have an arcade section where it's old MAME, or not MAME, but old arcade games from the MAME era, like the 80s and the 90s. Give me all them arcades. Give it to me. Give me that. Remember what they did back on the 360? What was that called? Was that arcade? No, it wasn't that Xbox Arcade. It was Game Room. It's Game Room. Put Game Room, not Game Room, because that was like Atari's. I didn't care about that. I want 2600 games. I want arcade games. So give me that. I don't want, do a deal with Sega. Like put all those up there. Come on, son. Give them a little cut. Let's do this. I mean, you already have like Capcom Mega Man Collection and all that stuff. That's Capcom doing their thing. But like if all these games, like Konami's particularly, because they like stopped making games pretty much. So you can get some of those games, like the old school Star Wars games, and come on, man, that'd be so cool. I just want the Yu Suzuki collection, but I'm just saying, Yu Suzuki collection. Anything, give me Shinobi, give me the original Shinobi. What else? Even like the original Chase HQ. I mean, there's a lot of games. That's tight. I think that was Taito. But bye hacked. Thanks for hanging. But if that's what I think. That's one thing I might have to go to this thing and be like, yo, let me see. Did they have it in the? Because I'm part of the beta program. Microsoft is eager to hear the the Game Pass team, Xbox asking community to come up with their feedback on the Game Pass, mend the issues so that they may mend the issues. What issues? Is currently dedicated to the cause of knowing what more do they have to give its customers. Users can go on official websites to get feedback. I'm gonna have to do this. Game Pass lacks and must provide firsthand. Many ideas are being submitted to the website. Yeah, look, I mean this whole thing with Nintendo suing these MAME sites, not the MAME sites, the ROM sites, is a perfect opportunity for Xbox Game Pass to be like, okay, this is a legal way for you to get these for you to play these ROMs and give the original rights holders money. Now, if Nintendo will never fall for this. Nintendo, you'll never be able to play a Nintendo game on an Xbox like that. You're not gonna play Super Mario Brothers on Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? So let's just get that out of the way. What I'm saying is that this Nintendo thing is affecting all the games. It's not just affecting Nintendo, it's affecting everything, because these ROM sites are shutting down because they don't want to get sued by Nintendo or anybody else. So Nintendo's setting the precedent, and it's ruining the preservation of games, basically. So Microsoft can just be like, yo, this is the MAME headquarters. Not even MAME, I hate to say it that way. The arcade emulator headquarters or whatever. So whoever signs up, like if it's Sega signs up to get, like, I don't know, if Team Xbox makes a cool Sega arcade emulator, or I mean they have super smart super smart engineers. I'm sure that the guys that work on Xbox, that work on the Xbox 360 emulator, the original Xbox emulator, they could figure out a way to do a Sega emulator for the old. I'm pretty sure they could figure it out. So have the Microsoft people make their emulator. Have Microsoft make a Microsoft Xbox emulator for Sega games. You know, for the M2, the arcade games. AM2, I think it was. A2M? I don't know. At A2M. AM2. That would be it. That would be like, yup, it's over. Just give me all that. Give me. And then if they throw in Genesis, that's fine. I mean, whatever. I still like arcade stuff better, you know. But that's just me as nostalgia. But once again, the whole kind of movement that Microsoft's doing with backwards compatibility, Game Pass, and the quote unquote preservation of the preservation of a library falls in line with doing the same with old arcade games. It's just a matter of getting these third-party companies to sign on, whether it's Capcom or Sega or whoever else, ReadySoft, if you want to do some Dragon Slayer, Space Ace. They only had like two or three games. Dragon Slayer 2 was kind of crazy. I mean, just think of like your favorite arcade games back in the day. You know, Atari. I'm sure Atari would sign on because like, oh, you guys are just gonna do all the work and we just get money when people buy our stuff. Sure, they'd be down to clown all the time. They'd be like, can we get the emulator too? Like, yeah, sure, just pay us. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft could make money by creating emulators for all these people, for all these companies, and they could use it on like Windows and stuff because it would be compatible with Windows. So it'd be a no-brainer. That's like money right there. And they're already doing emulation work. It's not like they're like, oh, we don't know how to do emulation. They're doing it already. Let me see. However, if you don't seem to find an issue that you think is necessary reported on the Game Pass idea suggestion list, you can enter and submit your own suggestion. That's what I need to do. Your submission will enter a queue and be examined later by the Xbox team. This team will be looking to clarify your idea, removing any language barrier or misconduct, and check the potential your suggestion has a meaningful impact again. Ooh, I think my idea is really good. I think I got a good idea. I mean, I'm sure they watch this stuff on Mixer, so maybe somebody's what? Hey, Phil Spencer, I love you. Hey, Charla. I just forgot your first name. Hey, Booty Man, Mad Booty, Booty Man, the new man with the booty. On various occasions, the Xbox Game Pass has been dubbed as the Netflix of video games. The reason behind the subscription service being considered as a sanctum by the Xbox users is justified given the range of games it offers. More than 100 games are available for limited access for $11.99 on Canadian dollar on Xbox One 360. Wait, Game Pass is on 360 too? As well, I mean. Okay, I'm confused. Is Game Pass on 360? Did I miss something? I didn't know that. Okay, that's it. All right, so wow. Okay. So I'm not doing it now, but I am definitely gonna that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Them arcade joints. Yep, that's what I want to do. I'm gonna do, man. You know. I mean, it would just make the whole. It would. I mean, it's still like those emulator sites would still kind of be there because emulators aren't inherently illegal. Obtaining the ROMs is questionable. That's what it is. So, if Microsoft makes their own ROM, or they hire someone to make the ROM for them, or they could just outright buy the technology from something that already exists, and they can tinker with it and make it perfect. I mean, I don't see why that would be perfect. Like, what else would you want? What else is there? You know, it's like, oh man, I wish I could play that game. Besides buying the Genesis collection for the 5th time. Or it'd be the 2nd time for me because I bought one for 360. And it's out now, and I'm like, I don't want to buy that. It's like, I think it's $30 maybe, or $40. I don't remember how much it was, but I was like, it's just too much for me to buy. If it was $20, I'd be like, yeah, I'll jump on that. But it's more than that. And I was like, no. I want arcade game. If they had the arcade versions of Afterburner, Outrun, Power Drift, Galaxy Force, what else? Thunderblade, I can take it or leave it. It's not. If they had those 4 games, I'd be like, yup, give me that. I would buy that. But they don't. They have Genesis. And I'm like, duh. I don't want Genesis. It's like, oh, here's Pac-Man, the Atari 2600 version. I'm like, no, I want the arcade version. I don't understand why. It's almost like Sega doesn't know what to. It's like a lot of these companies don't know what we want. And mainly it's because they don't listen. And mainly it's because, like Kaijiro says a lot of the times, these companies, devs in particular, shouldn't listen to the customers, who they're selling the product to, who they're making the product for. They should just follow their artistic design. And I agree with that. But if it sucks, and everybody who is a potential buyer says it sucks, then, and that's even before you put it out, and you still put it out as the sucky version that nobody wants to buy, guess what? Nobody will buy your game. Failure. So there's a balance between being an artist and understanding what people want to buy, right? So the same thing happened with You Will Die. Derek was making the game, and I was doing the music, and it wasn't a lot. It was just the title music because that's all he wanted. And I was like, well, don't you want music during the actual gameplay? You know, when it's going through? They're like, no, I want it to be dramatic. And I was like, okay. And then years later, he says, yeah, I made a mistake. I should have had music turned. I was like, I told you this. Yeah, but you were trying to be an artist. Not trying, but you were in the artist frame of mind, and you weren't thinking about what people expect. When, like, if you go to a movie, you expect people to say stuff, or you expect music, or you expect, color. You know, when something, if you know going in that the movie's black and white, that's a different story. But if you go and all the commercials are like, oh man, look at those, look at that old man, and then you go in the movie and it's a 2-minute dream sequence in the beginning, and the rest of it is a dude eating cereal for an hour and a half in black and white in slow motion. You're like, wait a second, this ain't the movie. I was expecting to remember what the commercial looked like. Yeah, what happened with that? Going into games, people have an expectation about, if you have a side-scrolling shooter, it should be kind of like Life Force or the Thunder Force games. It's like, oh man, with crazy nice music and action and boom boom explosions and blah blah blah, right? That's what people expect because that's what they've been conditioned to play. It's like, oh, it's a side scroll. Oh, it's a boss rush game. Oh, okay, that's cool. But there's certain elements that need to be there for in order for it to be a better game than what has been created before. And that's the whole goal. When you're making a game, you want to be the best version. You want it to be the best game of that type, right? Like, oh, this game is like whatever. Dragon Slayer is a bad example. This game's like Outrun, but it's way better. It's like, it better be better. I forgot what there was a game that came out that was inspired by Outrun. I forgot what it was called, but I think the controls were bad or something. I don't remember what it was, but I think I'm going to go and find it. I don't know if it's on Xbox yet, but I think it's still in game preview or whatever, or early access. But yeah, it's like if a game is like, oh, this is a game like Gauntlet, but it's not better than Gauntlet, then you're like, hold up. If you're gonna make a game, you're gonna compare it to something, it's gotta be better than it, you know. And a lot of times it's not that hard to do it. All you have to do is like make the game that it's inspired by, and then add more better stuff. It's like, okay, this is the game fundamentally, but our animation and graphics are better, our sound design's better, our music's better, our voice acting's better. Now there's a story. The story's better, but better. You add like, oh man, this is like Gauntlet, but it's way better. Boom! That's what you're doing. So that's I forgot how I got on this tangent, but yeah, I'm gonna talk to Xbox and see if they can do those arcade games, man. And like, I mean, y'all in chat, let me know what y'all want as far as what Game Pass can offer, because you know I have my ideas, but if you guys have ideas, I'll throw them in there too, yo. I mean, if they do like the quote unquote MAME stuff, the arcade stuff, then they could do, if they like say if they do a deal with Sega, then they could do Genesis, Dreamcast, Genesis, Saturn, Dreamcast as well. I would say they can do all of their games, and then it would be like, yo, if you're a super Sega fan, guess what? Xbox is for you because they got all the Sega catalog. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Xbox, they're working on their own catalog because that's what they could do without any problems. You know, they don't have to sign deals with themselves. They just got to, unless they have licensed stuff in the games, then that's a whole different story. You take it out, change it, whatever. But, you know, they're dealing with their back catalog, boom. But once they do that, then it's like, all right, what's next? So you say, okay, get some deals with some third parties. I'm saying Sega first because, you know, they have a super dope library, man. They were the top arcade games in the 80s. They were destroying it when Outrun and when Afterburner came out. I was like, what the hell is this? How is this possible? It's so fast. The music is dope. And the machine is moving, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. It's like I'm on a roller coaster in Nathan's, son. Come on. That was the first game I would jump into. I like put my 2 quarters in, plink, plink, choo, choo. Or fire, fire. I think it was explosion sound when you put them in. Because choo, choo, that's a Outrun. I mean, that's a Power Drift. But you put them in, then it goes, get ready. Then go, and then the whole cat like shaking. I was like, oh man, I feel like I'm flying, man. It's so crazy. They were the kings of those sit-down arcade games. It's ridiculous. It's like, if you're a super rich arcade collector, that's what you got. You got Outrun. You got the sit-down Outrun, the big one with the half a car. You got Afterburner 2. Well, I think it was just Afterburner in arcade. It might be 2. I think Afterburner was in Japan and 2 came out in US. I don't remember. Power Drift and Space Harrier had the same cockpit, basically. It was just like a square that you sit in and had a airplane stick. But it was the same pretty much machine. They just swapped it. So those are cool. Galaxy Force turned 360 around. That was the first 360 game that turned around horizontally. That was crazy. I was like, oh, they had to rope that one off because people might get killed or something. And then a real ingenious one was Super Thunderblade because it didn't have any motors on it. It had just like a counterweight on the stick. So when you pushed it this way, it moved the whole thing. And the screen was attached to the chair, so it just moved like this. It was super clever. I was like, oh. So they built something with like no motors. It's all mechanical, but there's no motors. You're actually doing it was pretty cool. And G-Lock was the ultimate, but the game itself wasn't as good as like Afterburner. But it went 360 vertically, and that was crazy. I was like, oh my god, this is the craziest. But the game wasn't that good. So, whatever. But yeah, man, I mean, that's it's like there's certain value to nostalgia. And realize, like, if you go back into history, you know, Nintendo has the nostalgia, but Nintendo's still making consoles. So you can't, Xbox or Sony, they can't go to Nintendo and say, yo, can you put your games on our site? Hell no. That's never going to happen. So, you know, that's the only caveat as far as companies and, you know, Sony for Microsoft. But if we're just talking about Xbox, Microsoft Game Pass, you go to Sega, you go to Taito, I don't know if they're in business anymore. You go to Capcom. I mean, I'm sure Capcom will be down. They're down for recycling and selling their old stuff all day long. It's just so many different arcades. You're like, oh man, I want to play that at home. I miss those days. This nostalgia effect, you know? And it's strong. I'll tell you how strong it is because a game like Dead Cells is the best game right now. And it's about the art style. And it's like if 16-bit art style never went away, this is what games would be like. This is exactly what the games would be like. The animations, dope, the sound, the movement. That's basically what it is. So I'm like, yeah, people want these games. So either remake all the old games, or just do an emulator, get the rights, pay a little change to Sega, pay a little change to Capcom, pay a little change to Atari, whoever you need to pay to, and get those games on Game Pass, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. You guys hear about this Microsoft Movies and TV app now supports Movies Anywhere. So Movies Anywhere, I didn't know what Movies Anywhere. I looked into it, and it's like it's the streaming service for Disney and what other companies? I can't remember. A whole bunch of is it Fox too? I have to look it up. Let me see. Oh. Come on, man. There we go. So it's Movies Anywhere lets you seamlessly store your favorite movies in one place so you can watch them when and where you want. So iTunes, Prime Video, Vudu, Google Play, Fandango now, and Microsoft Movies and TV are all part of this thing as far as oh, hold up. Movies Anywhere has become quite a convenient app for streaming most of the digital movies that viewers have acquired over the years, whether you've bought them from iTunes, Amazon Prime, Vudu, Google Play, or Fandango. Oh, okay. So all these, throughout those stores, if you bought the movies, they're on Movies Anywhere, and you can watch them on your Xbox. And Microsoft Movies and TV is part of that now. So if you buy something on Microsoft, okay, and then you could watch it. So it says Anywhere. Microsoft announced a new deal with Movies Anywhere earlier this week, which means that you'll be able to access all your Disney, Sony, 20th Century Fox, Universal, and Warner Brothers movies that you purchase in the Microsoft Store, Microsoft Movies and TV app, in iTunes, Amazon Prime, Vudu, Google Play, and Fandango now, and vice versa. Unfortunately, Paramount Pictures and Lionsgate haven't yet gotten in on the deal, so those movies won't cross over between those apps. Okay. So you can watch Sony Well, you can still watch Sony movies on your Xbox. But you can't watch Xbox movies on your PlayStation because they don't have any movies. I was going to say, they do, but they're not garbage. If you connect your Microsoft account to Movies Anywhere, you'll get a free copy of X-Men Days of Future Past for your digital collection that you'll be able to access across all our aforementioned apps. To connect your Microsoft, take advantage of this. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm gonna do that. Let me see it. Can I do it now? I'm going to connect my account so that I can get paid. I mean, I get my free, whatchamacallit? Oh, I got to create an account with Movies Anywhere. That's why I didn't do it before. I think I'll wait. I don't feel like creating an account right now, but yeah, that's dope. Oh, I forgot to show y'all. So, I was at Walmart, and I forgot. I think I bought some Freon for my car because I had a leak on the low side valve of my AC line, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fix it." And I called myself fixing it. I didn't fix it. It was still leaking. Excuse me, still leaking. So I went to Chevy and got the part. It's like $8 part. Just take off the old, unscrew the old low side. You screw on the new low side, and then boom, leaks fixed. I'm like, yes. Cause it's 100,000 degrees outside, so I'm like, yo, I need AC. I can't do this anymore. So I went there. I got a little can of Freon. It wasn't enough because my AC was totally empty because I had to replace the valve. So when you take the valve off, all the coolant comes out. And so I put the one on, and I was like, oh man, I forgot. I need at least a can and a half for this, or like 2 cans to get it. Like I like to put it like right at the edge of safe. Like right at the edge of warning, the yellow. So I like it right there on the edge on the green. So this is the old Covenant. I bought this at Toys R Us before they went out of business a while ago. And this is cool because it's Halo. It's Hot Wheels, but it's Halo packaging. So I saw this for 94 cents at Walmart, and it is the Oni Warthog. Now I did not know that Oni had a Warthog. I wasn't. It's not the best little car because the plastic's kind of garbagey, but it's okay. I was like, all right, I might actually open this one. I like this art, but the packaging is all toe up and bent up and stuff, so it's not really worth saving, I guess. But this was the only one. I looked. I was like, what's all this? Because I was looking for this because I got the Ghost and I got the Banished Wraith over there from Halo Wars 2, and I was like, oh, cool. And then it was just a fluke. I was like, oh, looking at Hot Wheels. I'm still looking for a Trailblazer. I'm still looking for the Trailblazer 2003 to 2009 Trailblazer. It could be an SS. I don't care. But I want one because that's the truck I have, and I like it. And I've had it for 15 years, and it's done me great. So that's what I was looking for primarily. And then this one came. I was like, oh man, look at this. And it has whatchamacallits on the bottom, so that sucks. Grommets? It's not a grommet. What is it called? I don't remember, but it doesn't matter. So I mean, I might open this one. I don't know. It doesn't look that. It's like the detail. The detail on the undercarriage is really bad. It's like, man, that's so horrible. Like, what can I do to make it better? That's my question. I don't really know. I mean, I'm not that good at doing stuff. I would have to take this thing all apart, and I can't. Well, I can, but it's like I said, it's like grommeted or whatever it's called together. It's not even screws. It's not grommets. Damn, I can't remember. That's what happens when your brain melts. And then the gas cans on the back aren't even red. They're black. They painted the whole thing black. So I'm like, there's certain details about this that aren't good. But I'm not like that. I'm not. I mean, the main problem is like the undercarriage is such a block that it takes away from like the wheels and I might actually end up getting a Warthog model because I like building models. I used to build models when I was a kid, and I liked it. But I don't know if. I don't know if that's something I want to. I mean, I enjoy it, but I don't really have time to do that though. But it is fun. Let me shrink this down. There we go. Oh, you can put my windows back. But yeah, I mean, oops. Goes here. Let's go here. But yeah, so that's I saw that. I was like, oh man, it was just a coincidence. I was like, oh, I was kind of looking for that. Safe. But yeah, I don't know, man. I got into a habit on YouTube of watching people build models, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's if they're doing it real time, I'm like, there's no way I'm watching this for 1,000 hours. But what they usually do is like, they time lapse it. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll watch that. I like seeing stuff form into things time lapsed. I love time lapse stuff. So yeah, like these dudes building models time lapses like that's cool. That's really cool. And there's this one dude who was kit bashing, and he was making his own model. He designed a model, and he made it was a huge giant spaceship. I was like, yo. And I think it took him a good part of a year to do it. And he was every time he sat down, he recorded it and he did a time lapse, and it was a long ass video, but it was great. Like if you just search for model building or whatever on YouTube, you'll find it because that thing is super dope. Well, I'm tired. I got nothing else to say. I spent my Sony bashing on the beginning part, and I got to dump all these files and stuff. So I got work to do. And we didn't see any movies, so can't really say that. But I do want to get Infinity War. I think that's coming out. Is that coming out this week, Tuesday? I might get that on UHD since I have an Xbox One X. I can watch it in 4K, and it'd be dope. Know what I mean? But yeah, I think I'm going to end early because I'm tired and I had a long day. Look at your fingers, girl. Look at them. Look at them grow. I think I need two, right? Maybe I'll do a little drawing. I gotta make sure I'm in the right layer. What layer am I on? Is it close up? Oops. Yeah, it is close up. So let's just draw a quick little. Nope, see, I did that wrong. I need to do the pen. Where's my pen? There it is. Isn't she lovely? Oh, did the wrong thing. Isn't she wonderful? I don't think I like this. Isn't she? Isn't she? Excuse me. Stroke path. Oh my god. Oh, I did it. Wow. Okay, that was luck. I don't think it's 6. I think it's 2, right? No, it's not 2. Let me do that again. Is it 6? I guess I'll put it back to 6. See what happens. I don't think it was 6. Oh boy. Okay, that's not right. So it has to be more than 6, less than more than 3, less than 6. Stroke path. Do 3. That looks like it. Let me see. Can't tell. No, that's not it. It is 2. God dog it. God dog it. Every time when oops, I want to do this and bend it. Bend it, bend it, bend it like you mean it. Edit. Stroke path to stroke it, baby. Stroke it. That's okay. I still gotta connect that. I gotta. Isn't she lovely? Oh, that was bad. Isn't she wonderful? Ah, you son of a bitch. I don't know why it does that. I guess my pen is messed up. It's my drawing pad, actually. Yeah. There. That's all I'm gonna draw. I draw one of those scribble scrabble. I can't see my chats. I have my chats and my chat. Okay, I can see them now. Isn't she lovely? Guess I could save it. Control save. New. 1080p. Is there a template for something bigger than 1080p? Wow, that sucks. Can I save a template? Advanced options. Wait, what? 300 by pixels per inch. Oh, that's pretty good. 300 pixels per. Nah, well, it's all right. So I can increase that to increase the actual resolution on a 1080p. So if I do 600, that'll make it. Let me see. Okay, there, I did it. And let's take this. Oh, that's kind of. I kind of like that. Oh. Whoa. Oh, let me. I always do that. I always draw in the background because I'm dumb. All right. Let's do a little quickie sketch. Nope. So this is what we'll do. This looks really bad. We're gonna continue to draw this until it doesn't look bad. How about that? How about them apples? How you like them apples? That's how you draw, actually. You keep drawing, because when you first come out, it's like, oh, it doesn't look that good. I mean, sometimes when you're good enough, I mean, when you're super good, you'd be like, yeah, I can draw. And then you just draw a little sketch and like, oh, shoot, that looks good. You know what I mean? But when you're like me, it's like, I can't really draw that good. I'm not that good. You gotta practice. Talk about practice. We talk about practice. We're talking about practice. Practice. We talking about practice. That's what this is right now. Practice. Talking about practice. I don't like. Actually, I think the setting on my pen might be a little messed up too. I'm looking at it. It's not. I'm not getting the Oh, it's a pencil. That's why. Stupid. That makes sense. So let's put it on the pen. See what it looks like. Because I think the pen gives me a better nope. Do the pencil. Back to the pencil. Sketch it out, baby. Sketch it out. This looks like a dude's eye, doesn't it? So let's do a little. It's not gonna be a dude's eye, but I'm just saying this is what it looks like. That's not right. It should the bottom should have the actual little the eyelid. Where you see like the little boop, boop. But it's just details, you know. Who knows? Who cares? That's the corner of the eyebrow. The eyebrow. Actually, I need to zoom out a little bit. Oh, I drew it on. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, no, that's not what I want. What the hell, man? Oh, my God. Okay, you know what? Forget it. Forget it, man. Forget it. It's like, I'm not impressed. I am not impressed. That's what an eye is. That's what that eye is. I'm gonna erase some of that fuzzy. It's a little bit too much. You know? Hey. Stupid pad. I like the ladies with somewhat of an eyebrow. I don't like those bushy ass. What they're doing now with the eyebrows, I'm like, what are y'all doing, yo? What is that? It's like a big block of eyebrow. I'm like, yo, can we get back to like a more natural kind of shapely shape, you know? Just trim it a little bit, you know? Make it look like you ain't a crazy person. I don't know. Go back to 2. And we go to the pencil. And then we say, See, I messed up already because I didn't give enough room for anything. So nose is here. Right? Nostril. Nostradamus. Do a little shadow jammy. That nose is really small compared to the eyeball. Let's make it bigger. I feel better. Who says that? Mad Mardigan says it. Because he's crazy. Alright, something like that. And then the nostril, which is right here. That's better. It's a little better. Oops. Oh. And other side. Get the nostril on the nose. And you course it's crooked. No one's symmetrical. Okay, that's not true. Some people are. Okay, that's true. Okay, some people are. But this isn't. I'm not drawing no symmetrical. Symmetra. But this is a female, by the way. Just just let you guys know. Female. 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 One thing I learned recently about like how eyelashes go, like when the top eyelash is down like that, they don't go up, they go down like this. You know? I mean, some go up, I guess, but not a lot of them. So it's like you have to draw them kind of. Of course, I should have done that on a different layer, but I don't care. So you kind of draw both of them, and these, of course, you know, these go out. Yeah, this pencil's not really done. I guess this is to be the sketchy layer. The sketch. Should be like the sketch layer, so that she has crazy eyelashes, like Venus flytrap, yum 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 yum. Let's wait. Oh, that's why, because that's the end of the frame. That's not good. All right, so let's just cover this side with hair. That's how you cheat. You're like, I can't draw the other eye. Well, actually, I can. You just measure. It's pretty much like right here. So I'll draw a little bit of it. Like that. Now, if this eyebrow's off a little bit, because they're too close. But I'm probably gonna have hair covering that anyway, right? So it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's crooked. That's crooked. You're so crooked, you suck. Yes, you do. You're so dumb and you suck a lot. Maybe you don't suck as much as you think. Nope, you suck. So crooked. That's okay though. It's okay. It's artistic interpretation of the things. That's what it is. All right, let's do an ear. So let's see. Her ear would be. So cider. Oh, man, her eyelashes are way too long. All right, we gotta do something about that, yo. That junk's like what, plow. That's way too much. And that's how you clean up eyelashes. Erase. If they're a little unwily, you go, hey, dude, what are you doing, you know? Just, you know, get a nice shape, like a little butterfly wing there or something. Boom. There you go. Good to go. I mean, you don't want to get them all out of there, but I might erase some of that stuff in there, but I don't care. I like that because it's stylistic. It's not the realistic. It's stylistic. I just might leave this in pencil. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do pen on this. We'll see. All right, so her face, since her face is kind of crooked anyway, so let's see. That's why her eyebrow's wrong, because I'm like, oh, I'm drawing the side of that. Oh, wait, it's so it has to be over here. So I'm like, wait, that's too much. So her eyebrow should be like here, should end there. So it should be like doopa 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 doopa. Let's do that instead. Let's do a little boop, just like her. Just like her eyelash. She has double eyebrows. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. What alien chick is that? Oh, yo, would that be the new trend, having like double eyebrows? Like, yo, check out my style. I have double eyebrow. Like, ew, you're an idiot. You're stupid. Where can I get that done? Oh my gosh, that's so clever. I'm like, no, that's dumb. So you have to make the underneath of the eye. Oh my god, I just did too much on there. Nope, not what I want. The underneath of the eyebrow needs to be super clean, because that's how you do it. Super, super clean. Of course, it's not, when you have a bigger eraser like this, it doesn't make it super clean, but, because it does a little bit of a fade on it, but that's alright. Take this eye away. Calgon, take me away. Alright, that's better. That looks less stupid. Stupid. That one's rough. I'm not even messing with that one yet. Eyebrow queen. Eyebrow queen. I said it again. Eyebrow queen. There we go. Alright, so wait a second. Let me look. Let me look at my face. Ugh. Let me look at my face. Ew. Stop. Oh my gosh. This phone. This phone. Never number no one. If I said this phone. Come on! Which is focus. You're not focusing. No need to focus. Okay, there we go. So the eyebrow. Okay, it's the way that I had. Yeah, that's really bad. Okay. This man. Never number no one. If you number this man, he give you bomb bomb. Bomb bomb belong bomb bomb. Oh, already messed up. So here it's a, like a boom. Oh, what just happened? Oh my gosh. Where am I? I can't. Okay. All right, there we go. Press the wrong button. All right, so I gotta go back here, make sure I'm on the right layer. All right, so this goes round, round, and this goes in a little bit on the eye, and it comes out because cheekbones. She's gonna have a fat face, and we're gonna cut it here. I think I'm gonna actually do this with a pen. This one line here. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Let's see. If you do that with a pen, can I do it? Yeah, I can do it off. Bum bum belong bum. Oh, shoot. Nah, that's not gonna work. There, and then we do right there. All right, and then we go stroke path, and I want to do that one 4. No, that didn't work. Need it bigger. Stroke path. Let's do it 6. Still not enough. So I have to erase that first line, but I wanted to use it as a guide, so I should probably do it on a different layer. So let's do this. Okay. Boom. Stroke path on this one. 6. Boom. Done. Go back here. Take this bad boy off and erase the other one. Erase. See? Bam! It's magic! Even though that is a little weird. It's a little weird, but I guess I'll do her ear. See, it doesn't. No, it looks too clean. It looks too clean to me. You know what? I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna do it all the way I need to do it. I'm gonna do it all the right way. I'll leave that there. Actually, it's a good guideline. I'll oops. Let's use that. I'll just yeah. If I color in the oops, not too much. Smooths those crazy parts out right there. Yeah, makes it look like a hand drawn. Oh, it is. And put the ear. Here you are, my dear. Don't like that. lobey. This is the little blip loops, right? This goes in. Oh, this goes in like that. This goes around and in that way. That's the ear. It's a little rough, but that's the ear. It's an ear. Trust me. I'm good at ears. So one thing I could draw is freaking ears. Don't ask me why. Not too sure why, actually. I'm not too sure why I can draw ears, but I don't have an ear fetish, so I'm getting ideas. Freaks. Freak in the morning, freak in the evening. Come on, man. Gotta make some tone on just to find me. Ooh, little hoe. Little hoe. She has no hair, so I think we should put that in, right? So that'll be on a different layer. That'll be a different hair layer. So let's do a different color for the hair. Isn't that a good idea for the hair? Where's the brown? Brown, brown, brown. Brown, diggy, brown. Oh, that's about, yeah. That's more orange now, right? Yeah. Okay. I mean, there will be some dark stuff, but I'm not sure. What are we on? 2? Do I want long hair? Well, if I do dark brown, then I'll do lighter highlights. Excuse. Wow. All right, so let's just cover up her one eye. That's not really. See, that doesn't even look like brown. It looks like black. I mean, actually, I should do this in. No. I like the rough. I like the roughness of it. I do like it. As I'm gonna have to do a lot of cleanup on this though, because I'm not like hair. I do, but I kind of always sketch it out first, then I go back and like, okay, this one's going this way and this one's going that way. You know, I do all that stuff. So, but this needs to be super smooth though, because you don't want no raggedy hair. You know what I mean? Doot doot doot. So she's gonna be. So that's what I usually do first. Just a couple of hairs down there. Why not? I'm not doing like anime hair. I was just like boom. I have one hair going that way. And the rest is like the rest of this will be here. Whoops. Alright, so let's do something. I feel like doing something. You know what that is? Cross hatching. So for cross hatching, I'm gonna go one less. Oof. Actually, the beauty about doing it on a PC is that you can erase and shape your cross hatchings if you mess up and go over. But if you're like doing pen and paper, you're in trouble. You know. But the problem with this is that it's kind of hard to. It's hard to make it look pretty good. Yeah, that don't look too good. But I can erase what you need. Oh, how am I erasing? Aw, I'm on the wrong layer. Duh. Alright, so actually I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that. Oops, that's too big. Leave all of that. This goes this way. Oops. much there, huh? Ah, I do not like this freaking pad. Kind of like that. So we definitely need to fill this in here. That's, oops. Oh, that's what that button's for. Ha! Alright. So this is going to be darker, so we got to do a couple passes with this. I got to move this over. I can't. I know you have. I only got 6 minutes left, but you guys on all games can't see this unless you go to Mixer. Oh, 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 ow, 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 ow. What was that from? That was Howard Stern, wasn't it? He had the. It was weird. It's a weird time. Still need more. This is just like a bunch of garbage now. It's a bunch of noise. I mean, at this point, you might as well just. I mean, the problem with what I'm doing right now, I'm not doing it right. Because it needs to be like really like tight knit lines, and then they need to get wider to denote the shapes of stuff. But this is really just like scribbles, which is fine, because you can still make out the two different, you know. I'll do it like that. But this should be. Actually should be going down to here because the way the shadow. See if I can link those two together without it looking too bad. Yeah, that's alright. Anyway, that's a sketch. That's a sketch. Dib-a-dib, dab-a-dub, that's a sketch. Alright, so what do we call this sketch? We call her Don't Care, I Don't Care. Let's call her the I don't care girl. Or what would the appropriate emotion of I don't care be? Not melancholy. Oops, excuse me. I don't care emotion. I dare no. God dog it. I hate this autocorrect stuff. Don't care emotion. Nope, doesn't say. So oh my gosh. This is what I wanted to say. Here we go. Synonyms. I like synonyms. They taste good. Adjective. Indifferent. What is another word for don't care? Apathetic. I think apathetic is the one I was looking for. So uncommitted, apathetic, casual, free, indifferent, unaffiliated, uninterested, uninvolved, unattached, cut loose, fence-sitting, floating, free-spirited, no, laid back, no, middle ground, no, middle road, non-aligned, nonpartisan, on the fence, restrained, unpledged. Okay, so apathetic. Apathetic is the word that we're gonna use. Where's others? Apathetic is how you spell it? Yeah. It's a pathetic. There you go. You are now known as apathetic girl. I guess that's okay, right? I don't know. Let me see. I always like to zoom out so you can kind of get an idea of the composition. Oh, that's all right. Her hair needs work. She does look apathetic, and that's horrible. But hey, it's a sketch. Who cares? All right, y'all. I'm out. They're talking about KFC in the chat and Discord, and last time I ate KFC, it destroyed my insides, so I don't do that no more. Oops, all my things closed, so there you go. So I'm out of all games. I got to close it up. So thanks for showing up, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Blah blah blah. Yada yada. I'll be back next week. Talk about how Sony's hot garbage and everything. To the wait. And everything closed. And yeah. Okay. All right. So wait, I still have some stuff open here. Twitch and Mixer. There we go. All right, Twitch people, appreciate you hanging out. All one of you. Probably just Tiger Claw because he's a good guy. As much as I give him poo poo da da. Do do da ba da ba da. Yeah, those are words. He's a good guy and stuff. So, yeah, I'm tired. And I'm not even going to download the files tonight because that takes time. I'm tired. So, catch you next week, y'all.